Day in the United States, but there's good reason why it's rattling the global economy. President Trump this afternoon announced a 10% reciprocal tariff on several Caribbean countries, Trinidad and Tobago, Barbados and Jamaica, and the Bahamas. That's set to take effect this Saturday. As we hear in this report from our Felicity Darville, the Bahamas was already in the early stages of the trade war ahead of Trump's announcement.
The United States imposing across-the-board tariffs today, expected to cause even greater disruptions to the global economy than the tariff policies themselves. Countries around the world are bracing for the impact. China, Japan, and South Korea talking about forming a trade bloc of their own to protect their region. The European Union stepping up relations with South America and planning new trade agreements. And many countries are looking to Africa to secure food sustainability. Minister of Economic Affairs, the Honourable Michael Halkitis, saying that we were already in the early stages of a trade war.
So there's a lot of uncertainty. We don't know what will happen. The danger for us here in the Bahamas is that some protracted and severe trade war leads to recession in the U.S., which would impact us or even leads to a global recession. So we have to be aware. There's very little we can do to impact circumstances, but I think, as I said before, one of the important things that we can do is prepare ourselves in terms of how we manage our economy, how we manage our finances to deal with any sort of fallout. A lot of this we are observers. We see what happens today. We are in a wait-and-see mode. But we are hopeful that, there's some resolution and we don't get to an all-out trade war that would impact the economies of the world and us as well.
The United States, he said, is our major trading partner and the source of most of our resources. But the government is already focused on trade diversification.
The cost of living, for example, impacting the Bahamas so severely, we have a trade diversification committee that is looking at ways to get goods here more directly. So, for example, you have goods produced in Central or South America, the Caribbean, go up to Miami or Jacksonville or wherever, and then come back down to the Bahamas. If we can get them the very same thing, same can of whatever it is, directly here, then you cut out the cost of all that intermediate shipping. So we're looking at things like that.
The minister remains hopeful that our own negotiations with America will take place as we work to maintain the safety and vibrancy of our country. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Felicity Darville.